Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome to Luna. This is episode 230 of my Minecraft survival series, and today, I got a special treat for you guys. We're going to be going through our world using the RTX Leap, the light-enhancing apparatus prototype developed by Wolfens Labs, which will enable us to see our world in a way we've, well, never seen it before. Using this fancy, what is it called, Raytracing technology? Yeah. So, this will be kind of like a world tour, except for it won't be a world tour. It's going to be much shorter. We're not going to go in-depth. We're just going to kind of, you know, wander around and just see what all there is to see around here. And I'm going to approach this under the assumption that you guys know where we're going, what these builds are, you know, all that stuff. If you don't, there are world tour videos that will, you know, tell you about this world. They're in depth. But this is just going to move a little fast if you're not already familiar with Luna and its surrounding areas. It's basically what I'm trying to get at. So, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and begin our little walkthrough of the city here. I think we're going to begin at the approach. Or actually, this little vessel just off of the approach. This is probably a good place to begin, addressing the corruption, right? As you can see down there beneath the waters, we got this corruption that the PKO-1 Peacekeeper was developed to handle. Didn't really do too much for it. In fact, it kind of had the opposite of the desired effect. Like, it was built to destroy the corruption, but instead, disturbing it ended up causing it to spread across the entire sea floor here. And oh my goodness, this looks so freaking cool. Wow. Like, it's lost that glowing effect with the ray tracing. But just the side of it, it's so cool. Okay, moving on to the approach portal right here. We're going to be moving kind of fast just so I don't drag things out like I do have a habit of doing if we, you know, go through and start talking about stuff. We're just here to look. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is crazy. I love the, I don't know. Just like, it's so cool. It's so cool. I'll find words eventually. Next up, we're going to visit the Far Approach, which includes such builds as the Luna Welcome Center and the Luna Ferry Terminal. From here, we're going to proceed into the actual approach, or the near approach, as we make our way towards Luna. Now, viewing interiors in RTX in this world is going to be kind of a mixed bag. I think this area is fine, actually. How you guys doing? You guys good? I see you got it nice and bright in here so you can do your work. Excellent. And look at that, you got the blue light filtering in through the blue glass. Oh, I just love it. I love it. This video is going to be a lot of me just going, ooh and ah, isn't that right, puppy? Yeah. Keep an eye on these guys and keeping them safe through their reflective metal door right there. The light coming in. Man, that is a shiny freaking couch. That's beautiful. It's probably really uncomfortable too. Should probably invest in some cushions at some point. So moving from the gift shop here to the museum, that's going to give you an idea of the mixed bag we're going to be dealing with as far as, you know, how these builds look. Because once we get into here, you'll notice it's very dark, right? And, are you still not working? I'll fix that eventually. But the hidden lighting that we have that actually lights these rooms is actually pretty much invisible, because the hidden lighting won't show through the blocks that it would show through without the RTX. So, yeah, only areas with actual visible lighting are going to be worth looking at. And unfortunately, I do make pretty heavy use of hidden lighting in this world, so a lot of areas aren't going to look great, but at least with the exterior areas, we can, you know, keep it daytime, though I do suspect it probably look pretty cool at night as well. Now, the ferry terminal has a glass roof, so I'm kind of curious how it looks at night versus in the day. I do have a bed on me, so that way we can see it both ways, and also have a bed on me because, well, I don't trust not being able to know which areas are actually lit and which ones aren't. Look at this. The doors are cool. I like that. The glass doors. Yes, I mean, that's cool. It's dark, though. It's very dark. You know, let's see if the daytime is any better. All right. Oh, I like it. I very much like it. My banners are weird. I don't like that, but I like the different color temperatures. You got the warm light of the lanterns, the cooler light of the sun. That is a very neat effect. We're gonna have to be quick about this. Ready? Yeah. Oh, no. Ha-ha! Gotcha. Ow. Now, something kind of unfortunate is that we're probably not always going to get the best views on this little walkthrough with the RTX, because it's going to be very dependent on the sun and the sky, you know? The boat right here is mostly in shadow as of right now. If we waited till like a little bit before noon, it might look a little bit better, but unfortunately, you know, I don't have all that time to just sit around and wait for the ideal lighting in every situation in every place we go to. I mean, even just going through here again, it already looks very different from how it did last night, from how it looked first thing this morning. That's pretty cool. The zombies are not cool, though. I have to do something about those guys eventually. Now, the far approach is dedicated to how we welcome visitors into Luna, whether they come via land, sea, or in this case, air. This is our airship right here, our airship landing pad. And on a nice, cool, sunny day like today, this is the way to arrive in Luna in style, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and have a look around and see what the airship looks like with, you know, with its interior lighting, because we do have some in here. It's pretty, like, you could really do something special if you actually, you know, paid attention to your lighting and stuff like that, which, you know, I didn't really do too much of when I was building these places. But you could definitely create a mood and an atmosphere, and, yeah, you could definitely do something kind of neat if you tried. Now, our first stop at the approach is going to be the Explorer's Lodge. And you know what? This place actually does look pretty good, even with just its interior lighting. It's not as dark as I was thinking it was going to be. This build actually works, I think. Which is very, very cool. We got our map of Luna right here from episode 200. Things have changed since then. Now we got more builds over at Wolfens Labs. I believe we got some more stuff down here at the approach. And if we exit the Explorer's Lodge through the grounds, that brings us to the back entrance to our approach neighborhood over here and to Wolfred's house. And this will give you a good idea of how dark it can get. This, well, Wolfred always keeps the lights out. It's always fairly dark in Wolfred's house, whether we're using ray tracing or not, and it's always very difficult to navigate. But you know, that's just what he likes, you know, and there's not really too much I can do about that except for maybe open his balcony door while he's not home, but that really doesn't help too much as far as letting light in anyway, so yeah. Now, I would love to take you inside my approach house right here.
Oh, I love this remodel job that I'm doing. Now, where's my torch?
But it's currently being occupied by someone else. So let's go ahead and make a stop by the Wormtail site over here instead. So this place is run by Wolfens Labs, meant to study the netherworm and the corruption and all that. Unfortunate we never got it staffed because it would be nice to know more about the corruption than what we do. But this place looks very interesting with the ray tracing, with all the glass, the reflective surfaces, the lighting. Yeah, you could do some pretty cool stuff with this. Now, our last stop before actually entering Luna is going to be the marketplace just outside the Luna City gates. And this is a place I would really like to populate with villagers and have just be bustling with all kinds of activity. And who knows, maybe, you know, if the world doesn't end, maybe if the apocalypse, which is imminent at this point, doesn't fully destroy our world, maybe we'll get to see that. Who knows? But this is a place that I am really happy with, and you know, I would really like to be able to see it come to life one day. You know? But now let's continue on into the city of Luna itself. Would you look at that? Is that the light reflecting off the grass? The little green, that's awesome. That's awesome. Everything is so awesome. Everything is so cool. Oh, this is great. Alright, since night will be coming soon, we're going to go ahead and close up our gate here, make sure we're all safe and sound inside our city, tucked away. So we make our way through the Grand Rotunda right here, and there is actually a lower section to the Grand Rotunda, which is actually pretty dark, but kind of cool looking nonetheless. Especially here with this fountain. It's like glowing. See that, chicken? That's pretty cool. But that brings us into our first stop inside the city, Luna's Farm District. You know what, before I sleep through the night, let's go ahead and just have a look around and see how everything looks at night. I mean, it definitely looks more like how nighttime should look, right? It's definitely dark. I mean, it looks cool and I like it and all, but it's not optimal for our purposes here, trying to show you guys around, seeing what everything looks like. But worth checking out, right? Definitely worth checking out. But I think the farm district in particular definitely looks better in the daytime. So some of these builds are probably going to look better at certain times of day or evening. What are you doing in there? That can't be comfortable. Hold on. Why don't you come on out of there? Oh my goodness! How'd y'all get in there? That is ridiculous. How'd y'all get out of your pens? What? Too dark and spooky in here for you? Yeah, I can understand that. And then we have the farmer's market, and this is where all our villagers, our farming villagers, gather to buy, sell, and trade. They are a vital part of Luna's economy. Keep me stocked up with golden carrots. And then, of course, we have our fields over here. I mean, as far as the farm district goes, there's not a whole lot to look at, you know, lighting-wise, which is what we're really focused on in this episode. So let's go ahead and make our way out to the Waterside District. Now, the Waterside District is very much still under construction. Lots of unfinished projects around here. This is where our future storage system will be. We have the Flying Wolfman docked over here, the other ferry boat docked over there. Through this way, we have another unfinished area which houses our nether portals, and that looks kind of neat right there. Along with the ores and all that stuff, this is like our ore storage area. And look at that reflection. Oh my goodness. Now down this dark hallway, we have our ore breakdown area where we break down all our fortunable stuff and a weird lighting thing that happens as we transition from the dark to the light. That's kind of awkward, but there's a pretty good chance we'll see more of that as we continue forward. And over here we got port security, keeping watch. Look at him, standing guard, making sure nobody comes from Luna into my work site, keeping the area safe. Let's go ahead and take a peek aboard the Flying Wolfman, see how Cho and Kobo are doing, our co-captains over here. Y'all good? Good. Next up, let's go ahead and check out Luna's business district. Now, this is the first district we began working on in this world. This is the first district we've completed. Now, when I say completed, that doesn't mean we're 100% done with it. Even recently, we made an addition to the Luna Garden Center on the opposite side. But this is more or less a completed district, you know? Which is very dark in the interiors because I made very heavy use of hidden lighting here. So unfortunately, the interiors of a lot of these buildings won't be worth looking at, unfortunately. We can check out Dunder Minecraft. I think we have at least some lighting in here. Yeah, we do. Not a lot, but I mean, we do have this cool lighting effect with the redstone lamps above the glass up there. Unfortunately, most of the lighting is hidden beneath the carpets. So it does have the effect that it looks like we've had a power outage of some sort here. Look at Creed over here standing in the dark, all ominous, looking creepy. Y'all are all looking creepy and angry. Are you mad at me? Listen, I'll talk to the landlord, okay? I'll talk to the landlord, I'll get the power back on. No need to be cross with me. I didn't do it. Next up, we'll hit up Luna's Forge right here with the wonky font. And this place, I think would probably look kind of cool with everything running. So let's go ahead and get something to smelt. Yeah, it's a quick demonstration. Like, not of the forge itself, but I want to see how this place looks once everything starts lighting up. So we got the furnaces going now. Those are going to light up all along this line right here, and that's already giving us a nice yellow glow, which is cool. We got the lava pouring down now, which really illuminates this place. Oh, that is so cool. I love lighting. I love this helmet. Remind me to give my compliments to Wolford. In fact, don't do that because I'm not supposed to be wearing this thing, I don't think. Oh, this is so neat. I should be talking right now. Look at that. That's so cool. You're not supposed to be up here. You're supposed to be downstairs. You stuck. How long you been up here anyway? I thought a zombie got you. You had me all worried. No. You're just being places you weren't supposed to be, weren't you? You gotta watch out. Dangerous around here. You don't want that eyebrow singed. Next up, we have the Rotunda. This is one of my favorite builds here in Luna. It's very dark looking at it with the RTX on, which is unfortunate. But, you know, I'm thinking maybe... Look at you. Look at you. You know, hold on a second. Making it daytime doesn't really help. We got the famous Rotunda pig right here, who has this really bad habit of getting caught behind this wall specifically. So we're going to go ahead and let him out again. And just wait until the next time we come through here and he's back behind the wall. Yet again, look, there he goes. He's going to wait for me to leave, then he's going to do it again, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm thinking we could, maybe before we do this again, maybe before we walk through an RTX again, we can optimize this place with the lighting and all that stuff. Like, I don't intend to play with RTX, but it might be something cool, and every, you know, so often we can come through here and have a Rotunda sheep along with the Rotunda pig. Are you serious? You're going to do it too, aren't you? Yeah, you are. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm thinking it might be kind of cool to every so often. Look at this. We're back here where we started. I think it might be cool every so often to maybe do like a little RTX walkthrough in addition to, or maybe in place of one of our annual world tours or something like that. I don't know. But it's just really interesting to see Luna this way. To see Luna a little bit different than how we normally see it, right? Next up, we have the Luna Garden Center. We're just kind of making our way clockwise around the business district. This place looks very cool in the daytime. Nice and welcoming. Can't really see much inside the cactus farms, but then again, they're cactus farms. It's probably better that we don't see inside of them. But yeah, I like this view. This place actually looks kind of cool. Hold on. Right like that. That's nice. And then in here we got one of my old storage buildings, which is just incredibly dark, so we won't spend any time in there. We have the Timberland Tree Farm, which has been closed down for quite a while now, unfortunately. This is was one of my favorite things here in the business district. And look at you over here keeping Sawyer company. I'm sure he appreciates it. Sawyer, he came all the way from the Nether to work here at the Timberland Tree Farm, and then it went out of business. But he's holding out hope, you know, that one day we might get this place back up and running again. Next door, we have the House of Leaves, where we do some of our other botanical farming. Very dark in here, but you guys are keeping it safe, right? Excellent. Yeah, downstairs is where we do our farms. That's not pretty. This place is still very much under construction. We don't have all the farms built that we're eventually going to have down here. But, you know, we'll continue building. We'll get them eventually. And at the center of the business district, we have the New Moon Mining Company. Starting off with Mr. Donkey's house over here. Mr. Donkey, you home? I can't tell. There you are, Mr. Donkey. I got worried. Couldn't see ya. It's dark in here. We'll have to get you some light. Anyway, over here at the center of Luna, we have the Enchanted Pickaxe, my first build in this world. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside, and it is very dark in here, though we do have lighting, which is awkward. No, my eyes just needed to adjust. There we go. Yeah, now we can see things. That's neat. Man, it's so different. It is so different. Back here we have our stonemason area. How you guys doing? Stocking up on that brick and quartz for me? We do need to, I need to add some more lighting, some actual visible lighting to these areas. As I said, the business district, this is an old area. Back before we had many good choices as far as lighting goes, like we had torches and stuff like that. But now we have so many more options. I think I do need to go through some of these old areas and add some, you know, better visible lighting that actually makes sense in the world to it. I think that might be kind of cool. But now let's go ahead and make our way into Wolfens Laboratory. And the first thing we're going to enter, of course, is a little rotunda. This is kind of like the standard entryway into any area for me. Beyond that, we have the Wolfens Laboratory showroom, the public face of Wolfens Labs, the stuff that they don't mind the citizens of Luna seeing. And it is, despite lighting, dark and ominous in here. Of course it is. And you, even you're backlit, so you're looking mighty creepy. Yeah, suitable. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab our ID badge because we are authorized to be here. We're authorized to see what lies beneath, right? So we'll go ahead and make our way into the authorized access only area. Oh, and it's got that nice red glow to it. That's something I didn't intend, but very cool nonetheless. And we have this area, which, oh, I don't even know where the light's coming from, but I like it. Now, unfortunately, it is very dark down here, and we can't really see too much of anything because all the lighting is pretty much hidden aside from these unfinished areas. But I do want to see if we can see anything at all. This is our old triple chunk slime farm, which doesn't work anymore, so you can see basically what this is now, nothing. But that's fine, you know? We're coming down here at least trying to check it out. Cool nonetheless. How about our zombie spawner, zombie villager converter thingy over here? This has some lighting. Yeah, this looks kind of neat at least. I mean, we do have this weird kind of flickery effect whenever I start moving around, so that's kind of distracting. Because all the blinking lights, I don't know. Like I said though, it would be kind of cool. I know I've said this a couple times. It would be kind of cool to actually, you know, come through here sometime and actually make everything look good with the ray tracing. I should just install automatic doors everywhere. I don't like pushing buttons. You gotta push a button to get past our wet floor sign. But then again, you know, you want people to be conscious. You don't want them entering areas where the floor is dangerous. Look at this. I love the portal effects. I love that purple glow that comes out of it. That is just awesome. I think that's my favorite thing I've been seeing so far, that and the forge. It'd be really fun to experiment with like colored lights and all that stuff. Man, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a peek inside the netherworm, see how that's looking. Mighty dark, and it got darker. You know, a couple glowing areas. Oh, and you can see the netherworm's face. Love it. Now let's go ahead and make our way into the final district of Luna, Wolfens Labs' quarantine district. And to do that, we have to pass by Cerberus, who we can't really see and is actually much less intimidating when you can't see him. But we'll have him check our ID real quick, and as long as he doesn't shoot at me, which he shouldn't, the door will open, allowing us to pass through. Excellent. Then, now we're over here in the quarantined hub. And this place is pretty much how I envisioned it. This is really cool. Oh, and then this guy comes into view, the gatekeeper robot. I like that. And then we have the accommodations, recreation, entertainment, and storage areas over here. My current home, since my other homes are currently occupied. And despite what some people say, it's nothing like a dungeon. It's actually very comfy. Check it out. You can see the little slime particles. We're over here at the new slime farm, the single chunk slime farm. You can see all their particles as they bounce around down there. That's pretty neat. Too bad we're not collecting any of that stuff. Because this thing it's constantly full. Constantly. And I don't really need to make any more slime blocks because I already have a bunch. And this is basically just a big slime disposal system right now. But that's fine, you know? That's fine. Look at this. Our Crimson and Warp Farm area. Man. This is so freaking cool. And what else do we have? Our potion brewer. Yeah, look at this place. That's awesome. It looks like we just spilled a bunch of potion on the floor. That's what that looks like. And down here in the Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Development Defense Division, we have our robot production areas. So this is the room that houses the gatekeeper robot. If we continue on, we can actually see what the Cerberus looks like. There it is. And let's see it from the side. Let's see it from the front. The Cerberus production model. I love the lighting and stuff. I keep saying it, that's what we're looking at, the lighting. I'm justified in saying it. It's neat, you know? And down here we have the Peacekeeper production model. Man. Now over here in our ordnance production area, we have our cat accommodations because the cats are actually running the creeper farm over here. These little fluff balls, ow, they're in charge of everything. Because who better to handle destruction and ordnance than kitty cats, right? Can I get some jump boost, please? Thank you. And let's go ahead and make our way out here. Look at that. The reflections off the polished diorite and andesite. Man. That does not look good up there. This looks good down here. That does not look good up there. Let's go ahead and see if that looks any better up close or figure out why that's the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't like it. Just water over glass. It's just awkward. Anyway, this is the Espionage and Regional Reconnaissance Operations Research Site, ERRORS for short. And this is where we've been researching the corruption and the old ones. Now this place works with the ray tracing, because this is like how I envisioned the maps when we were making them. That looks really cool. Actually, it works better in some places than others. But that's, you know, to be expected. Alright, let's get out of here. And I think we have one more thing in this area that we need to check out. Actually, we never did like a flyover of the quarantine district, did we? So we can see how it looks. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, wait, hold up. I like that illuminated W right there. I remember when we put lights on that, I was like, I'm not sold on it. I'm going to wait and see. But I mean, looking at it from here, I love that illuminated W. That kind of makes this place work. Oh, man. Anyway, last episode, we went in here already. We saw what the Leap prototype does in here, because this is the Leap testing area. Wolfer designed this place to test out the Leap system with the ray tracing and all that. So, yeah, this is old news. Still looks cool, though. But that pretty much does it for Luna and everything I wanted to check out here. We do still have some other stuff that I would like to have a peek at in RTX or in Raytracing with the Raytracing on outside the city, the first of which is right here. Warf, the Wolfens Aquatic Research Facility, home of our Guardian Farm and various other aquatic farms. Look at this. The glass is so cool. It'd be so hard to build like this, though. Let's go ahead and check out the logistics area. All the equipment, all the goods coming in. Hard at work over here, our only logistics employee. Man, if you guys weren't here, if I wasn't filming this for you guys, I'd just kind of sit in a corner and just stare for a long time. Wondering how everything looks from up here in our crane. Let's see what the crane operator sees. Ooh. Do not operate heavy machinery under the influence of RTX. That's dangerous. You know, I built this lounge up here at the center, at the top of Warf for our villagers to come hang out and just kind of enjoy some time off work, and I have yet to see a villager actually come up here. Yeah, maybe it's just that they don't know about it. Maybe we should tell them, right? Hey, have you heard about the lounge? You are big. You might fit, maybe. Hey, have you heard about the lounge? There's a lounge. Hey, did you hear about the lounge? Lounge after work. Pass it around. Hey, we're going to the lounge, okay? Or not? Okay. You know, maybe they're just getting ready. I'm sure they're just getting ready. They're excited. You know, they want to look their best. Anybody in here? No, you can get your food to go and eat it at the lounge. Anybody up here in the control room? No. Well, you know, maybe we'll just leave them a note, letting them know that there's, you know, a lounge. And the blue glass, it makes everything very blue. I mean, as it's intended to, I suppose. You know what? I don't think he knows about the lounge. Should probably tell him. Hey fella. Hey, all your friends are going to the lounge after work, okay? Just, meet them over there. Next up, we're gonna check out the magical Enchantry Island. Now, we're flying over here. Normally, we'd actually take a boat over here. There's a ferry that comes over here from the Rotunda. Unfortunately, I don't think it's running right now, but that's fine because, you know, the entire Arcanine Order, as far as I know, is in Luna. Means we got this place all to ourselves. So I think it'd probably be a good idea to check out the Enchantry Village before it gets too dark. Because this place is not necessarily the safest place around Luna once nighttime hits, and look at that, it's raining. Oh, but look at that! Man, I'm glad it rained. Never thought I'd say that in a Minecraft world. Let's go ahead and check out one of the Enchantry Village houses, see how these places look. Looks all sparkly, assuming that's from the magic. Doesn't look very comfy though, because these places are a little bit, maybe we'll say corrupted from being, you know, stuck in between dimensions for a while. You know, maybe when this is all over, we could offer to help the Arcanine Order out, to help them renovate, or if they want, we could even build them new accommodations. Just get them out of my houses. But yeah, I mean, it might be pretty cool. You got the magical rock that protected them throughout that first dimensional shift. A lot of history here. So maybe they'd like to keep this all as a memorial and we can build them Something new. But now that night is falling over Enchantry Island, let's go ahead and make our way up to the Enchantry Tower, the focal point of the island. And I'm very curious to see how this place looks specifically at nighttime. Ooh, a reflection off the ice. The tower itself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, we're not going to hang around up here for too long, though. It gets kind of dangerous, as I've said. So let's go ahead and make our way inside in the entrance. It's right down here. So, I don't think this area is too exciting. Not really. So yeah, I'll just meet you when we get to, you know, the fiery room. Oh, boy, that's bright. Might be a little too bright. Also, a little too dangerous. I liking. Now here is the main floor of the Enchantry, and check this place out. Very atmospheric, very moody. Looks like you guys are still celebrating Halloween. You know what? I don't blame you. I'd celebrate it too year-round if I lived in a place like this. You know, eat candy every day. No, I don't have candy. I don't have candy. Okay, you know what? Listen, I don't have candy. I don't. I mentioned it, but that was just, you know, that was just me saying that would be cool, you know? I wish I had candy. Look at you. Got over the water, huh? You know, if I was you, I'd probably head back. It's kind of dangerous outside of your area. And it looks like that moody atmosphere extends up through the rest of the Enchantry Tower. This tangled mess of stairways right here. Alright, I think this might be my favorite thing to have gone through. I've had like 3 favorite things over the course of the past like hour, just kind of walking through all this. Man. So cool. So cool. I don't even know why I've been talking about this entire time. I've probably just been like, cool, awesome, look at this. This is me actually saying, look at this. The pinnacle of the tower. Man. Okay, let's just keep this moving along. We're leaving Enchantry Island, and next stop, we're going to be making our way to Ender Island. But before we head there, maybe we should take a look at our little spider farm over here. I mean, there's probably not going to be too much to look at, but, you know, it's worth a stop, right? So I've fallen down into the farm. Let's, not get processed. Oh, okay. You know what? Forget about that. Let's just go ahead and make our way to Ender Island. Now, Ender Island, as you know, is home to the Old Ones, and the source of a lot of our problems around Luna. The Old Ones are not home, though, or at least they weren't the last time we were here. Yeah, this place might look really cool if the sun was in a different position. Right now, it's all in shadow. Then again, maybe it is supposed to be in shadow. I mean, I can't imagine the Old Ones really get out and enjoy the sun. Hi, sheepy. So we do have a couple things here. We have this research facility and the Tomb of the Old Ones. Hi, I didn't say anything about a Tomb of the Old Ones. I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about the dimensional destabilizer right here. I wasn't talking about the dimensional destabilizer. No, we got the Tomb of the Old Ones back here through this secret passage at the back of the research facility. This is the home of the Old Ones. The Old Ones who have caused so much trouble in our world, who are bringing forth their apocalypse with their ascension, whatever that means. It's a pretty cool place, though. Very sparkly again. These magical places, they just sparkle, don't they? That's actually pretty cool. Hello? Nobody's home, right? Good. Now, unfortunately, the rest of this place is much too dark to see anything, but that's fine, because Ender Island is actually the convergence point of all dimensions, which means we could make our way to the Nether from here. We could also make our way to the end. And that brings us to Ender Island, home of our Enderman farm. And it kind of looks like a giant playground from here. Oh, look at that. They're all showing up to party. Look at that. You guys having fun in there? You don't sound like you're having fun. You all sound like you're having a bad time. Are you guys sure you're okay in there? Huh? Everybody's fine? You guys just complain too much. That's all that is. Ooh. You can see our redstone through the glass. That's kind of neat, actually. Alright, so we've seen everything that Enchantry Island has to offer us. I mean, I could take you through here. This place does actually look kind of cool, but, you know, it all looks kind of the same also. So, let's go ahead and make our way back to the overworld first, and then we're going to check out the Nether. Would you look at this? This is pretty cool. I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way into the Nether. Hi! And this is the madhouse, and it is very dark in the madhouse. Since we don't have lighting, we can't really see our red skies, which is very, very disappointing. There actually might not be a whole lot to see here. Or there might not be a whole lot worth seeing, at least here in the Nether. But we can check out our newest build. It's right through here, in this very dark and dangerous looking area. You know what, we're gonna hurry along and make our way down into what I thought was the Temple of Ascension when I was building it. I like to fly down through here. This is actually a lot of fun. Never ends well though. Ow. And it always ends just like that. But check this out. The actual Nether, like the main Nether, looks kind of cool out there. You know, I'm actually a little bit curious, so just bear with me for a second. I am going to take a peek, if you don't mind. I'm just going to poke my head out, see how it actually looks. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Alright, that's enough. But yeah, this was kind of a Field of Dreams type situation. I thought if you build it, they will come, right? I got a feeling that this should be built here, and that this would be the Temple of Ascension, and this is where we'd finally find the old ones, finally be able to stop their ritual of ascension, stop the ascension, stop the apocalypse from happening in this world. But turns out I was wrong. I just built a bunch of stuff here for no reason, which happens. You know, that happens from time to time. But I built a lot of stuff here for no reason, including this big room, which actually does look kind of cool. So maybe it wasn't a total loss. But I was so under the impression that this was it. Like, I had my heart set on it, you know? I thought by the time we finish it, it'd be just like the Enchantry, where the old ones all of a sudden show up, and then we can have it out and figure things out. Wait, why is there a piston on the altar? I didn't put a piston on the altar. Are there droppers? Those are dispensers. Why are there dispensers in soul sand back behind the altar? What in the world is going on here? This wasn't here. I couldn't see this before. Unless the leap helmet is letting me see stuff I couldn't before. This book. This book is booby-trapped. This has Wilfred Wolfens Sr. written all over it. Okay, so what's the trap then? I can mess with the book and withers. Those are two withers in the making. I fought withers in this dimension, the Bedrock dimension, before. I gotta say, I'm not too crazy about it, so you know what? I am not going to touch anything here right now. We're going to let revered Enchantress Arcana know that she needs to come over here and do something about this. We also need to let everybody know, confirmed, I am a genius, because this is the Temple of Ascension. I knew it. I built it, and that stuff is here, and now we can see it. And yeah, I was right. That's what we need to let everybody know, that I was right, but also that this is something we need to address right now. So we're gonna have to cut this short and handle that. But the main thing is, I was right. I almost forgot my iron. Can't be forgetting that now, can we? Because next episode is the season finale of Luna Phase 2. Yeah, so, I mean, the Ascension is at hand, one way or another. We'll see how it goes, but that's it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.